Hey guys, welcome to Fast Fridays. Let me know in the comments, do you think this is worthy of continuing? I was hoping that it'd become like a weekly source of news, that some launches or other automotive news that you may have missed during the week, but it's not getting any real traction, so I'm not sure if I should continue this or not. So let me know what you think. These are the headlines we're going to talk about today, and at the end I'm going to show you what's behind this eye patch. So let's get right into it. First story is the 2024 Rolls-Royce Spectre EV. Everyone's going EV. So this is really interesting. Charles Stuart Rolls, one of the founders of Rolls-Royce, had this quote: "The electric car is perfectly noiseless and clean. There is no smell or vibration. They should become very useful when fixed charging stations can be arranged." When did he say that? He said that in the year 1900. Amazing. The foresight he had for this technology, incredible. But what's more luxurious in an automobile than silence and a lot of torque? So it kind of makes sense. The batteries have a few side benefits, like adding 30% of stiffness to the chassis, as well as adding 1,500 pounds of sound deadening. The Spectre is supposed to be a successor to the Phantom Coupe. Rolls-Royce had the forethought to create a scalable aluminum platform produced way back in 2018 that can accommodate combustion as well as electric power plants. They reduced the drag coefficient of the car by doing little things like even reworking the Spirit of Ecstasy. They reduced the drag coefficient to 0.25, and in comparison to Tesla Model 3 it's 0.23, so very low. They've done small things like adding stars, those stars they have in the roof liner, to the doors and the passenger dash, 23-inch wheels. You can color match the digital dials on the dashboard to the interior, the custom interior that you've chosen, and with Rolls-Royce it's infinite. Expect at least 570 horsepower and 660 pound-feet of torque for 0 to 60 at 4.4 seconds, a 320-mile range, and about $400,000 US. Yesterday they announced the GMC Sierra EV. It comes only in one trim, the Denali Edition 1, and it adds a third truck to the Chevy family of electric vehicles: the Chevy Silverado EV that they announced a few weeks ago, and the Hummer EV. The Sierra shares the body of the Silverado, so very similar on the outside except for the face and the butt that are distinctly GMC Sierra. It'll be initially offered with only one configuration, the crew cab, with a 5'11" bed. Has the GM Multi-Pro mid-gate and tailgate. The mid-gate's kind of cool. It folds down so it connects the passenger area to the bed. So that 5'11" can extend to 9 feet, and then if you drop the tailgate, that's 11 feet of cargo space. It also shares the same Ultium electric platform and powertrain, 94 more horsepower and 5 more pound-feet for a total of 754 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds seems like the magic number for EVs. And towing and payload stays the same at 9,500 pounds towing and 1,300 pounds payload. It has about a 400-mile range. It'll have fast charging, so you can get about 100 miles in 10 minutes. And it'll have a 10.2 kilowatt Power Station Pro inverter system with 10 onboard AC outlets that you can charge even other EVs with, let alone your campsite or your tools. And if you're set up right, in emergency situations, it could power your house for just the basic necessities for up to 21 days. Air Ride adaptive suspension gives you the flexibility of adding 2 inches of lift, and it has 4-wheel steering, much like the Hummer, so it'll give you that crab walk feature that's kind of cool. It'll have all the technology like Super Cruise that you can use on the highway to change lanes, as well as for towing. And reservations are open now, $107,000 US. And some quick news items. Porsche came out with a new Carrera T. It slots right above the Carrera and it aims directly at the enthusiast. It basically reduces weight by giving you a lighter battery, lighter glass, removing the sound insulation or some of the sound insulation, and removing the rear seats. All that totals to only 35 kilograms, but the big news is it comes standard with a 7-speed manual. Mercedes-Benz revealed their EQE this week. It's basically a smaller, more affordable EQS SUV that they released a few weeks ago. It looks essentially the same. The Charger Daytona SRT EV that they showcased at Dodge Speed Week a couple of months ago was seen in LA on the set of the Fast and Furious number 10 movie. The movie's coming out in 2024, and it's going to be interesting to watch Vin Diesel try to rev that Charger EV. MotorTrend just announced their SUV of the year for 2023, and they chose the Hyundai Ioniq 5. They based their choice on 6 key criteria that include design, engineering, function, efficiency, safety, and value. With its unique 800-volt electric architecture, it's one of the quickest charging EVs at the price of $40,000 US. Ducati just announced their Panigale V4 R, which is their homologation special for the 2023 World Superbike Series. Sure, it comes with special oil that was co-developed with Shell that reduces friction by 10% and adds more than 4 horsepower. Sure, it revs up to 16,500 RPM in top gear. Sure, it only has a wet weight of 415 pounds, but the big headline is that it has almost 240 horsepower. That'll give it power to weight ratio beyond anything else. Absolutely insane. It could be yours for 40,000 US. That famous auction house in the UK, RM Sotheby's, is going to auction off the Gran Turismo collection. They're valuing it at about $40 million. Along with the other dozens of cars, it includes the Ferrari Big Five, the F40, the F50, the Enzo, my personal favorite, the LaFerrari, and the 288 GTO. The matching number GTO is expected to raise $4.5 million just on itself. The collection includes a Bugatti Chiron 300 Supersport, as well as that old EB110, a unique 1985 Audi Sport Quattro S1 that has some WRC history. That's expected to get about $2.5 million, as well as a Lamborghini Miura SV, which is also expected to get about $2.5 million. Also a white-on-white Wolf of Wall Street spec Countach LP5000S. So that's it for this week. Who knows if there's going to be another one? Oh yeah, the eye patch. I blew a blood vessel blowing my nose, and look away if you're squeamish. That's it. See you guys next week.